Hello and welcome back to RollPlay R&D. I think it's the final episode though, so it's going to be short-lived, but we got to get through it first, so we'll see how it goes. Let's see what the rest of the cast has been up to recently. Hopefully you guys are unmuted as I'm still fumbling and bumbling through this audio bullshit. Jesse Talk Show Cox, how's it going?
What up? Good. It's my job to make sure this isn't the last one. I'm going to do whatever I can to make us have to play another because I enjoy our time together so much.
Well, we still have Made RPG, so it's technically not the last one.
Can we just bring our characters from this into Made RPG as the maids? Because that would be amazing.
I'd have a tentacle. I mean, it'd get way too...
Yep.
I'd fit right in, maybe?
Like... I'd be a robot. I'd be a robot maid.
Yeah, it would work.
Kind of fun.
You would have a tactical advantage.
Yeah.
I would. I could, like, program myself to do multiple things.
That's true.
I'm just saying, I would love that. But hi, BlizzCon's over. I had a lot of fun. I'm detoxing after that, and I'm good to go.
I just sat in my underwear all day. I didn't do anything. I'm just like,
by the way,
I'm tired.
By the way, ladies, JP looking fantastic. Just saying.
Well, thank you, Jess.
He is like
how drunk were you when I ran into you that night? By the way,
he was like a tall, stalwart guardian of your heart.
There you go.
You watch yourselves. Watch yourselves. He showed up, and I was like, damn. So, get on that. Jump on that, ladies. Get it.
See you guys next week. That's all we've got for roleplay this week.
Jesse Cox, wingman extraordinary.
Nothing else needs to be said.
Go down. What the heck?
Nothing else needs to be said. I'll send the money later, Jesse.
You can't. We met each other at the Hilton, so
yeah.
Like that's where we ran into each other. So there's no way I was drunk because getting alcohol there requires
impossible. Yeah,
15 hours of waiting. So
that's true.
I don't know. I was fine, clear-headed in my thought process. That JP is a stone cold sex machine.
There you
ladies.
Go. There you go.
Or guys, look, I'm not gonna judge. I'm not gonna judge.
You can't judge.
Or animals, or space beings.
Yeah.
Or cyborgs with orifices.
Yep.
Whatever makes you happy.
All the above. All the above.
All the JP loves it all.
Loves it all. Cool stuff. Cool stuff. Wheat, you're in a different area than normal.
So I got this call from this guy today, and he's like, "Hey, do you want to make an extra $150?" I'm like, "Well, I always want to make an extra $150. What do I got to do?" He's like, "Just come and we'll have a casual conversation. We'll talk about your likes, your interests. Just sit here on this couch. You might have to get naked." And then suddenly R&D started. So what's
There's
up?
a chance you're gonna get naked.
I don't know.
We're gonna continue with this. Right?
I mean, he's already wearing multiple layers, so he's clearly understanding of that.
It's gonna be
right. Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. I thought maybe you could see through my gray shirt, so I put the purple Twitch hoodie on. I'm making a pit stop in the Twitch offices on my way back home. Of course, I'm moving out here in January, so I'm just starting to get comfortable. You might start seeing me do a lot of shows from this spot in the future. So had a great BlizzCon.
Couch.
Got to meet Jesse. Got to finally meet Dodger. It was fucking great. Got to meet all the Yogscast guys who I hadn't met yet.
How's that asshole
assholes, right?
stripping?
They're assholes.
Well, yeah.
So like the thing that sort of like I was kind of blown away, and here's why. It's because I'm like, guys, I mean, my kid loves you, and they're like, oh, fucking MiniWheat's the best, and I'm like, oh my god, if he knew that Yogscast knew MiniWheat by name, he would actually shit his pants. It would be full on just shitting. So yeah, they're great guys. Yeah, I had a blast. I had fun. Hearthstone stage was cool.
That Heroes.
Yeah.
Stage was better though.
I didn't get to see you guys. Did you win?
Jesse won.
You should go watch it online. It's amazing. We destroyed, by the way. But more importantly, we were the very first competitive match in history to be at BlizzCon. So we won 2-0. And more importantly, somewhere on the internet, I think it might be on the Hearthstone website, there are two commentators losing their minds over plays that I made. It is an experience I've never felt.
See, that's nice, huh? Isn't it cool? You're like, oh my god, I gotta watch.
they got us thinking that we could go pro. I know we'll get our butts kicked, but for like the night of the Twitch party, we were just like, guys, we should do this. I know we're drunk right now, but we should do this. Like 8-hour days, we'll practice and we'll come back and we'll win next year. Oh my god, we should. We have not played since. We have not played since. But for
I'll
a brief
get the
moment,
documentary team ready for that,
Yeah.
Jesse. We'll make a whole feature-length film. It'll be good.
I believe.
There you go. Cool. Cool. Well, Maggie, all the way from Mars with that Skype connection. How you doing?
What the heck? I know. I'm so mad because I have amazing internet because I bought business class internet. It's definitely Skype. So
When was the last time you formatted this PC? Because I feel like it might just be the PC.
No, I mean the PC's great.
It's great, but there
That's
might
not
be.
what he asked.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't get
No,
so
it's not
defensive
PC.
about your PC, Maggie. I'm just asking.
Dude, my
Format.
PCs, both of my PCs are sexy bitches, and you know what?
There might
I love
might
them.
be some malware that's fucking with Skype, man.
Uh-oh.
No way, dude. No way.
Because it happened when you were in.
Did you install the Bing search bar?
Yeah. Did you get the Bing search bar?
okay.
You always want to click no to that. That's as
Wait,
the
I thought
Time
you always
Warner
wanted-
tech rep.
Who uses Bing? Like, really?
Also,
honestly.
let's
I
talk
thought you
about
wanted more
let's-
search bars.
You know, let's just shit on Maggie. Let's talk about what Maggie said to me as advice prior to the show, as I'm like fucking tearing my hair out trying to get this shit working. And
I
Maggie
was like,
goes,
have you
just-
tried to unplug it?
just
Unplug
try
it back?
unplugging your webcam and plug it back in. I almost broke my fucking desk. It's just like, are you fucking
Right.
serious?
Right after I said that, it worked. Everything was all better.
No.
No, I'm just kidding.
The reason it
Um,
didn't work
The
is
only reason
because
why I
Skype's
said that
piece
was
shit.
because I've done that before. Because sometimes Skype doesn't recognize the camera, and I have to like unplug it and plug it back in, and then it's like, oh, I remember you have a camera.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah.
The reason it was
I
fucked
do-
up is because, like, in the Skype window on video, it only shows 3 inputs. And the up and down arrow next to it is always grayed out no matter what. So it doesn't actually show you that there's more inputs. And so for 20 minutes, I'm just fucking like plugging, unplugging, restarting, installing drivers. And all I have to do is just click up. And it's right there.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I
But
don't know.
the-
I don't know, man.
It didn't like, usually if it says you can go up, it's not grayed out. Like it has a black, the arrow's
You
like
know,
black.
Actually, can we stop for a second? Because Maggie, you've moved,
Yeah.
so it has to
It
be.
has to be the computer. That's it's
hardware
exactly.
issue.
Exactly.
Oh my god.
That
Yeah.
was my deduction too.
Troubleshooting pro. I didn't even think about that. You're absolutely right. It's
Yeah.
Well, what's
there's no
funny
difference.
is, no, I've been on multiple calls with other people, and I never have this issue. So
Maybe
it's like a
Steven
connection.
has some malware and you have some malware, and they're like synergizing.
Yeah,
And
they're
It
breeding.
only affects you though.
True.
Yeah.
no,
True.
Whatever. But it's not always. It's just sometimes. So I don't know.
Maybe so.
We'll figure it out.
Well, what have you been up to, Maggie? How's it going?
I moved.
We've
Everything's
just
kind of settled
destroyed you.
in, and work. I've hit the ground running with work. I've been doing lots of YouTube videos and things like that, and traveling. And I just came back from BlizzCon, and I met some of these wonderful people again. And I'm sad that it's all over, but I don't know. I'm excited. I want to play Numenara. Ah.
Do you still have your character sheet? I had to go find mine.
I have my character sheet. It's up here on one of my lovely screens.
This is actually, I think, the oldest character sheet I've ever had because all the other ones have died so fast.
We'll fix that tonight.
I mean, it's
That
been
high
like
quality Numenera character sheet.
this has been like a 7-month show.
We've been going on
This
Numenera
has been
for
a
a
long
long
show.
time. Yeah.
In comparison to others, just because people have been crazy busy.
Yeah.
It's not my fault, people. It's not my fault.
It's
I was
every
even
week
prepared
it's
this
Maggie's.
weekend I was
Maggie's
moving.
just such a rigorous schedule, and it just we can't play.
every week.
Every
Every week.
fucking
It's so
week.
hard to get her on this show.
Yeah. It's a
I'm like the
fucking
most
nightmare.
unbusy out of all of these wonderful people.
It's true. That's true. Cool. Well, last but not least, Steven, what's been going on, man?
Yo, not much. Hanging out. Had quite a month. Am very jealous that I didn't get to go to BlizzCon. So maybe next year.
Next year for sure.
Yeah. I actually pulled up my note taking here. We've been playing Numenera since June.
Holy
So it's been a long time for us. Absolutely.
I believe we can go longer. Is what I believe.
God, I'm trying to think if there was anything cool that has happened since the last time we played Numenera, which was like early September.
Holy shit, that's right.
like I feel like we didn't do West Marches until after the last session of Numenera, so that's super cool. We've got that going on. Is it time sensitive, JP? I think maybe it is. So we're gonna have a session of West Marches coming up, right?
Oh yeah, on Saturday, yeah.
Yeah.
We announced
So
that.
that's
We're good.
I'm hyped for
I was
that.
like, wait, what are you about to talk about? Don't give them something to fucking pester me about on Twitter anymore, Steven.
Hey,
I don't need
JP,
this
where's
shit.
this thing?
Yeah.
That's okay. I'll cancel it the night before. It'll be good.
Exactly.
Yeah, like I think that's about it. So, well, we had that extra live stream, which is fan-fucking-tastic. I had such a blast with
Oh
that.
yeah, that was really fun.
It was so much
Oh
fun.
my gosh, the campaign I was in was ridiculous. Just
Who was running your game, Maggie?
Neil was running our game.
Okay, yeah.
And it was with Co and JP and Jeff.
Yeah, Jeff is the other one.
JP teleported us.
Silly.
JP teleported us to hell, so you know.
Yeah.
Nice. We had a mini wheat though, so
Yeah, mini wheat
I watched
was
part of the
awesome.
mini wheat one. He was kind of ridiculous. Mini wheat's ridiculous. That kid.
Maybe
Oh my
it's got an
gosh.
imagination. I
He's like,
mean,
I'm gonna slay them with these things. They're like, where'd you get that thing? Doesn't matter. I
No,
have it.
my favorite part was when he was like, I'm grabbing some poison or some like something
to
from
put
the
poison
ground.
on his-
And I was even questioning, like, dude, where do what happened? And he actually he was like, well, that tent that lifted up in the air, it was underneath there. And I'm like, damn, kid.
He's so good. Like he just
He's
had
got
an
it.
answer for everything. They're like, where do you get that? Are you sure you have? He's like, yeah. And he would like tell this story, and you're just like, freaking kid has the poison. All right, let's go with
awesome.
it.
It was fun.
he's good.
I see a couple people in chat asking what the hell West Marches is, so I'm going to drop the link that is the overview of it into chat. It's
go.
basically like a persistent one-shot world where if we have spare time and room to schedule something, then as sort of a filler show, we can run the West Marches, and it's a persistent world that we'll return to over and over. So it's super cool. I'm into it. But tonight we're going to play the ultimate session of Numenera. Are y'all ready?
Ultimate
ultimate.
Numenara.
Ultimate.
By
Numenera.
ultimate, it's the session where we have to remember what the fuck we can do.
Yeah. I was just about to ask. Do you guys remember who you are or what you've done?
My character is
Like,
very simple. There's no accent. I'm like a kung fu fighter, and I've got a tentacle arm. Like, I'm good to go. I'm ready. Everyone else, those fucked.
So JP Bleen, the tentacle-armed kung fu fighter, Cthulhu fighter, actually. Maggie, AAA, the what's your descriptor for your character? You're a nano who
I'm
controls
a nano
beasts,
who controls beasts. Yep.
but you're also like
Physical and mechanical.
yeah, you're a mechanical nano who controls beasts. Pocket, the one-handed super murder hobo-y character. I was just talking before the show. I think this group is the most murder hobo-y group I've ever run ever. They just want to blow everything up. That's their solution, is like destroy it.
But the solution is justified. I saved the day. People die, but I saved the day every time.
Absolutely.
Every time.
Yep, definitely. And then we've got Amelia Braxton, who is a woman in the body of Renton Figs.
Right.
And you had an encounter with a man named Daisuke who sent you after a Numenera artifact that swapped your mind into Renton Fig's body and killed Renton Figs in your body. So, like, the arc that we've been following here is that an Aeon priest named Nicodemus had sent you to investigate some ether lattice manipulators. You searched for them inside of a monolith out in the plains as you hid from the iron wind that was rushing across the landscape, and you uncovered a tribe or two separate tribes of creatures with these weird antenna devices sticking out of the back of their heads. You reactivated the device. The tribe reunited as a hive mind, and then you fucking destroyed everything by shattering everything and unleashing the elemental they were using to power their mind.
No,
Pretty much
I
anywhere
destroyed
we went,
everything.
we
Thank you
destroyed
very
everything.
much.
Yeah. You killed a whole bunch of them, and you GTFO'd with a bunch of ether lattice manipulators. You got back. You talked with Nicodemus a bit. You ended up trying to go to a mine to get some power cores so that he could activate the device that lets him speak to people who are dead. So you went to the mine, you caused a nuclear meltdown in the mine, destroyed that whole area of the
I forgot
world.
all about that.
You went power cores.
Yeah, you went back to town, you put the power cores into the machine, activated it. I think it was Amelia talked to Renton. Is that what happened?
Yeah.
And then Pocket talked to who was it? Pocket?
His father, right?
Was it your mother?
Mother.
Actually,
Mother.
you tried to talk
Mother.
to your
Yeah.
father, but the machine
that's
malfunctioned. You talked to your mother,
Mhm.
and then God, what like last time?
So
Like-
what happened is after that, I
Yeah.
might have lost my mind and assaulted our benefactor.
Well, so
and then
yeah, there was something that happened in the middle there where like there was a frozen thing, like someone died from being frozen, and you guys started investigating that mystery.
yeah,
And then you discovered.
it's because
The
that
guard.
he
The
bugged
guard
out.
died. The guard on the outpost
Yep.
died, and like we had to investigate like what killed him, and we
Mhm.
figured it was some kind of ice beast. And then we kind of interrogated a bunch of people, and they're like, "Oh, he kind of had a crush on that chick's wife." And then so you guys, Jesse.
But remember,
and-
Nicodemus, when we questioned him, he attacked us all and escaped. Did he not? He
Yep,
ran.
He escaped.
So
Yep.
he might be one
Uh,
of the bad guys to begin with.
I thought that it was actually you who attacked him.
you
look,
attacked him.
Look,
There was
after
definitely
I
some
attacked
attacking.
him, after I
Pocket attacked
he
him.
attacked
He
us.
did not do anything.
Look, all I remember after waking up is that he had attacked us, guys. And then, so then what happened
Yeah.
is we split up, and JP went to go. I remember it all now. JP went to go get high with his master,
Yep.
and that turned out weird.
As it does.
He ends
End
up
up,
like
like,
on a
ripping a-
rock. He ends up on a rock, finds some kind of like gauntlet, and he's like, "Oh!" And everyone's like,
Dude's spine out
"Yeah!"
or something.
Yeah. Didn't you
He's,
like kick that
fucking
rock in
messed
half?
up in
Yeah.
his mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I broke the
he
rock
JP
in
is
like,
half.
high as a
That's right.
kite the entire time.
No, I'm still high as shit right. That's actually right. I'm still high as shit. Yes.
Yes.
Still freaking high at this fight. I forgot.
And then Maggie goes off to like fight a ice beast.
no, there was
like the void thing that
Yeah.
like you can't see.
No, but
Yeah.
there was a cloaked guy who I was investigating because I was like, that guy is clearly the person we should be following. You guys are like, no, we're gonna go check out this guy and his wife because that's the legit thing to do.
And murder them.
Murder them. So I go
No.
and,
After sexually
Pocket
harassing
murdered
them.
them.
Thank you very much.
like telling me that there's some creepy thing that went into this house. So I'm like, all right. So I kind of like sit around at this water fountain waiting at this house. And then shit gets crazy. There's like an ice beast. I try to 1v1 it. And then meanwhile, Amelia and Pocket are like burning a house down and killing an
Yep.
innocent couple. Jesse, what did you pull? You grabbed one of our things and you used.
He
One of
grabbed
my-
the living solvent,
The
which is
living-
a really powerful cipher.
Well, to be
and he was
honest,
like,
her husband was attacked. She attacked me with a flamethrower, okay? And after I subdued her, her husband barges in and tries to kill me. And he's jumping through the air, and I was going to throw my solvent at him, and someone, no name Steve, decided to, like, pull a GM thing and screw me.
A
and
GM
it
thing.
It exploded on my hand and melted my damn hand off.
Yep.
So then it killed the woman and the well, actually it killed the man instantly, and then I murdered the woman to put her out of her misery.
yeah, because
Oh, no,
like her
wait,
face
no.
was dissolving or something.
No,
like that.
Actually, I
like,
think I
tell
didn't murder her. I think I just gave her I just let her die. I just
Yeah.
walked out like a badass. Doesn't matter. Cause then
Yeah,
while you guys
then.
were off being stupid, I snuck into the redheads base and planted all the weapons that killed the people on the redheads, and then alerted the guards. So now they're gonna take out the redheads. Boom! Save the day once again. Pocket saves the day.
Yep.
So
Yep.
convoluted.
That's what happened. And
then-
and then you all came out of the burning
Yeah.
house. Or no, then you guys all went over to where Maggie was fighting the thing. You helped kill the ice beast, and then a purple beam teleported down from the sky, and standing in front of you is Daisuke,
Daisuke!
who who both Pocket and Amelia Braxton have met in the past.
I'm not there though, because I'm with the city guards, who was like, guys, the redheads, they killed those people over there. And I was like bleeding from my stump hand. And I was
Yeah.
like, they attacked me too.
Yep, exactly.
I just have to mention this note of how JP ends up bringing Bleen into the scene. He hears a pulsing sound, which sounds like church bells, singing Dixie. That was my notes.
Yep.
Yep. Because he's tripping balls.
Yep.
So, Daisuke teleports down in front of you with a crack, and there's like swirling clouds in the sky above you, dark like thunder clouds that are swirling up above. And in the middle, there's actually an eye where you can see the sky clear through this hole in these clouds. And he looks at you, and by his side, he's got this Thuman, which is a dog with a human head on it. It doesn't speak language, but it understands human language. And he turns to Amelia Braxton, and he says, "Amelia, you're getting too close to the truth. I can't have that." And he reaches, he throws open his trench coat, his like long leather trench coat, and he's got like 4 sets of needler guns stuck to holsters on his side. He pulls out one and he just starts spraying it at the 3 of you, and he pulls out the other and he points it straight at Amelia and starts just depressing the trigger, and needles just start flying everywhere. What do you do?
I'm gonna jump and try to tumble and move fucking Amelia behind something.
Cool. Yeah, like you can definitely tumble behind like one of the benches that are around the fountain area of this clearing. Give me a speed defense roll.
And we're starting, I think, where we left off, right? So I don't I'm not refreshed.
Yep.
Oh boy. So let's roll 1d20. Oh shit.
Ooh. Okay, so
No,
he nails
is that
you.
bad or good? I forget.
That's bad. You want to roll high.
Okay.
Very bad.
So he nails you with this needler gun, and you take 3 points of damage from it. So you have some armor, I think, right?
Yeah, because I have that whatever shield.
Yeah. So your armor reduces the damage that you took by the amount of armor that you have. So make a note of that. And then he also shot at you, Amelia. What do you do?
I'm gonna dodge as well as I can. Actually, can you just give us maybe a breakdown of our surroundings real quick?
So immediately behind you, there's like this hobbit hole house with this big round wooden door, and the door is burst outwards, and there's like frost coating the exterior of the house. The beast that you slew actually sort of disintegrated and absorbed into the atmosphere as soon as it died. So there's no evidence of it except for like a slick ice patch on the ground kind of in front of you. Over by the fountain, like maybe, he's a short distance away, is Daisuke and his Thuman. And AAA just dodged off to the right over behind a bench, like a big wrought stone bench that's on the exterior of this sort of cul-de-sac. And then all around the outside of the cul-de-sac are other houses in various shapes and sizes. And some of them are like hilled humps, and some of them are weird crystal growths with.
So I want to dodge by far stepping to the top of the hobbit house.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So you just jump straight up. Give me a speed defense roll.
Okay.
You can jump, but the speed defense will determine if you're actually able to avoid the needles coming in your direction.
Sure. 50.
Yeah, absolutely. You launch yourself into the air and come slamming down on top of the house. Bleen, you're there. You managed to not get any of the attack damage from any of this. He's just sort of spraying in every direction, and you were not in his line of fire. What do you want to do?
Am I interpreting these things as harmful bullets?
You are interpreting them as bees. He has like hands that are covered in bees, and he's just pointing them outwards, and there's just bees flying everywhere.
They came back.
And who has gotten hit by one thus far?
AAA got hit by a bee.
Okay.
You see AAA's face just start swelling.
Yeah, how far away is this guy from me? He's like in walking
He's a short distance, so you can move up to him in one round, but then you won't be able to do anything after.
And what is the man with bees coming out of his hand look like to me?
He looks like he's carved out of mud, and like the middle of him, like it's actually split open, and there's just like bees sort of crawling and squirming all up and down the front of this mud creature who's standing there.
Does he have
and
a
his
head?
face is sort of like dripping down. Yeah.
Okay.
He's kind of like Clayface from
Great.
Batman the animated series. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
I don't have. I still have my tentacle, right? It's still we're good.
You still got that?
Do I have that gauntlet or whatever? What was that? That was just a
Yeah.
rock.
What the hell was that gauntlet?
Yeah, that gauntlet.
I
I don't know if
remember.
I don't remember if I wrote it down. What it
I
does.
don't think I did.
Because you cut off Vex's head
Yeah.
too.
And then there was a
Yes.
gauntlet in the rock or some shit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was something super cool. Bleen. Dang it, Bleen.
I don't think I wrote it down because
Oh, yeah, no. It's a detonation matter disruption gauntlet. It's a black leather bracer and half glove with a neon green wiring converging on a series of concentric circles in the center of the palm. Fires a ray of green fire up to a long range away that explodes in an immediate radius, releasing nanites that rearrange matter in random ways. It inflicts damage equal to the cipher level, and as a level 7 cipher, deals 7 damage. I'm going to drop that in the ciphers document so that you've got it under your...
I think I might have. Oh no,
Thing.
we didn't put it in the cipher doc.
Does that have a range on it?
Long.
In terms of how big the radius
Oh,
is?
the explosion is immediate, so like anything within 10 feet gets, matter
Is
disrupted.
the party within 10 feet?
No. He's a short range away, so he's like 50 feet away. And you can fire this thing like 100 feet.
Yeah, I fire this thing at this guy.
Awesome. Give
you
me
bees!
Yeah,
You might be like Lords of the Fallen with the gauntlets.
Actually,
things that you
instead of
can, like, shoot
saying that, I just go, bzzz, thinking that I'm communicating to them.
So you're like trying to talk, and instead out comes this beam of bright
Yeah.
green energy from your hand.
Yeah.
Can you give me a speed attack roll, please?
Okay, and I want this to be higher than my speed, which is 13.
No, you want it to be higher than the target number for the difficulty of this task.
Okay,
which
I'm
I
just
know,
gonna
but
roll. You
don't.
can just tell me if it's successful or not. It's a 13.
It is successful, so you nail this guy straight in the chest, and nanites explode in the area around, and you deal... Yeah, you deal 7 damage to everything in the radius. So the dog, the human that was crouched next to Daisuke, it just explodes into a cloud of chicken feathers, just poof, like a
Nice.
pillow, just exploded.
Nice.
Daisuke just like he sort of like leaps behind, doing like a Matrix sort of backflip into the fountain, but it just like shears up the front side of him. He loses 3 of the guns on his left side, and like the entire sort of like front left portion of his clothing turns into flowers and explodes outwards off of him.
Great. Great.
And he takes a big chunk of damage from that.
Great.
So let's see.
Chippy's just like, awesome.
Yeah,
down.
I'm into all
Great.
this.
Once
I'm
again,
really
I-
messed up, by the way, guys, from that like ice golem thing that I was fighting.
It's bad.
So don't let
yeah,
you get
it's
hit.
pretty bad. Like I have no might,
Okay.
and I'm like 2 speed. So
Okay.
shit's getting real.
So Daisuke shrieks as like the front side of him explodes, and now he's bleeding pretty profusely from his chest. I think that's been everyone. Why don't we do initiative since we didn't do that? So everybody make a speed roll, and then we'll just see who comes out on top.
Is this just
Bam!
a D20? Is that
Yeah, everything is always just a d20.
okay?
Ho ho ho.
Blaine's back with that 20.
Leans back.
And Amelia, wow, damn. And then Pocket is elsewhere, convincing some guards that some shit needs to happen.
They took my hand.
By the way, Pocket, these guards. Well, actually, Pocket, are you trying to convince them that the Red Hands like did all this bad shit?
No, I literally, last we left off, I burst into the guardhouse with my hand and screamed at the top of my lungs that the redheads murdered this couple down the road, and I caught them in the act, and they took my hand as I tried to escape. And so I
Yeah.
haven't said anything about the murder weapons being in their base. I haven't said anything, like, I just I'm like, oh my god, they did that, and so I'm literally just burst in and said that.
Do you have a skill that would help you lie about this?
The fact that my lying is maxed out with both the T and the S, yes, I do.
You don't even need to roll.
Nope.
You stride in and deliver an incredibly convincing argument, and the guards, like all 5 of them who are standing there, they've all got like makeshift machetes and like weird crystal axes and random, nonsense. One of them has like a super duper long rifle looking thing, except that instead of like a trigger, it's actually got like a twist sort of like bulb at the end of it. And they all like leap to their feet and there's those fucking redheads. We've had enough of them. And then they just go charging out the door. So, Beline, you get to go first. So that was an occultic cipher. Now, I'm pretty sure that means you can use it multiple times. Let me just double check this real quick here.
Okay.
Pew, 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 bees.
Or I'm starting to have the bad trip. We'll see. We'll see what's about to happen.
Yeah,
Did
shouldn't
you
you
have
have
like
to
a
like
major
roll?
panic attack?
Yeah,
Intellect
sure.
rolls?
I'm
See,
totally okay to see how the trip is going if Steven wants me to roll for it. 'Cause that's fun.
Also, Amelia, be sure to use your head blast ability because that has worked flawlessly so far.
Yeah.
With every attack. No one has exploded needlessly. Do it. Definitely do it.
I'm a little better at jumping away, Pocket, but yeah, I'm gonna try. Trust
You
me.
should. I'm communicating through you through our connection in being murderers. All murderers can communicate telepathically. In case you were wondering. Totally true.
Like right after we slit
and
their
this was
throats,
a
suddenly I had this
destination
voice in my head.
No, I don't think it actually is a multi-use cipher. So your glove powers down, and all of the green glow.
Oh, that's
Take it off and throw it at him.
That's the start of
please.
a bad trip, in my opinion.
But you've still got a super sick glove on your hand. It just happens to look like there's like a blob of tar that's oozing its way up your arm and devouring your only actual other arm.
Oh yeah, no, that's
Oh,
fucking.
no.
I just start ripping the glove off.
Yeah. Okay.
Best of my ability.
Give me a speed roll.
Are you gonna lose an arm too? What
4.
is?
Holy shit!
Oh,
Rolling
You
that.
fail the speed roll, and
Wait,
you
so
start
hold
like
on, hold on.
scratching at your arm with
Yeah,
your tentacle.
if I have
trying
a
to, like-
tentacle, it's like, how am I?
well, you like sort of extend your muscly tentacle to like wrap around the thing, and you're trying to pull it off, and you're like
All right.
scratching yourself, and you're like, get it off, get it off.
Yeah.
And you see like this black ooze start like coating up your tentacle as well, and now you've got like black ooze, and like when you pull your hands apart, there's like sticky, stringy black ooze strung between them. It's super freaky. That is your turn.
Yep.
Amelia. What you
I
gonna
wanna,
do?
I want to onslaught this motherfucker.
Okay. Give me an intellect attack roll.
All right.
No.
All right.
Yeah.
Nice.
Sick. At long last, onslaught finally
Finally.
works. How much damage do you deal with onslaught?
Unfortunately, I think it's only 4 damage. I actually
Okay.
need to double check. Do you have your book?
I think it's 4 as well.
I think it's
That's
4.
what I remember. Okay, so you just like send forth this beam of purple energy from your mind. That's what it looks like, right? I think I remember
Yeah.
you describing it like
That's
that
right.
before. And like Daisuke, like he lands his backflip, slides backwards through the fountain. There's like water falling all around him. You can picture this in slow motion. There's like sparkles of light through the water as he stands up, whips up his 2 needler pistols, and then his head just rocks backwards as their onslaught smashes straight into his face, snapping his neck, and he just crumples into the water.
Good thing
Dead.
we questioned
What?
him, guys.
Wait, that you just did that to Daisuke?
All
Yeah.
of a sudden, I like put my arms up into the air, and it looks like I'm about to yell something, but really, because of my psychic connection with Pocket, I'm just like. But what you hear in my head is, "Fuck yeah, bitch! Onslaught the fuck out of that guy! What up now, Pocket?" But they just see me, and who knows what Blaine is thinking right now as I.
Yeah. What do I
Celebrate
see?
silently.
What is my interpretation of what just occurred?
You see like
As I'm like
uh,
messing with the black tar or whatever.
you see Amelia's face actually like extend outwards all the way across this intervening distance, and then she like her mouth just like opens super wide and then just chomps his head straight off, and he just falls over backwards.
Wow.
And then her face just sort of goes
Do I care about the thing on my arm at this point anymore?
What the?
That's up to you.
Yeah. Yeah, I would just say I much like the many of people at Hardwell, I get onto the ground into the fetal position and start rocking back and forth.
Awesome. So, like, is it time for our first break?
We can
JP?
take unless you want to. I'll give you 5 minutes unless you want to just do it here.
No, let's take a quick break here. There's some shit that's starting to go down elsewhere in the town, and when we come back, we'll start looking at that.
Awesome stuff. All right, we'll take our first break, and we'll see you guys in just a bit once we get about 3 or 4 minutes in this break. See you then. Bye-bye.